Good afternoon. This play is Mariam's Pardon, written by me, Wayne Erreca, and directed by Michael Nunn at the Studio Theater at the Depot in Traverse City, Michigan in 2010. Starring Michelle Perez, Jan Dalton, Betsy Willis, Bonnie Nee, Mike Carney, and Chris Lambden were fabulous. The setting is in northern Michigan in 1944, during World War II, and Mariam's husband was lost in battle, and an injured young soldier was finally coming home and met Mariam and had a passionate affair.
Harriet, what are you talking about? The one thing this war has taught us is that people do die. Have you noticed how Mrs. Browning doesn't come outside since she lost her son? She was so proud the day he enlisted, bragged how he'd come home a hero. And one drizzly day they come knocking on her doorstep, and it's as if somebody just drained the life from her. Overnight she became an empty shell, and I don't want to be like her.
Oh, you won't be.
How do you know?
Well, I just do.
I knew it would be like this before that. We sat on the porch talking about our future once the war was over. Trying to convince ourselves our separation would be a brief one. His words said one thing while his eyes said another. At the train station, I gave him a picture of me. Couldn't tell him what I really wanted to say. Which was that I was going to miss him.
Make yourself useful and tidy up a bit, will you? I won't be long.
Is she not feeling well?
Oh, you never can tell with her. Mabel, are you gaining weight?
No, I don't believe so.
Must be the outfit then. Well, I need to run. Good to see you.
Nice seeing you too, Mrs. Jablonski. There are times where I feel I can just reach out in the darkness and wrap my arms around him.
Hello?
Harriet?
Oh, what are you girls doing? Having a tea party without me? I asked you to tidy up, but I see nothing's been touched.
Yeah, we got to talking. I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't milk the cows or harvest the crops.
It's my doing, Harriet. I'm an obsessive talker, been one my whole life.
Oh, I see you brought her another dress to work on.
Yes, Mrs. Pennington's hem needs shortening.
The trouble with darling Pennington is she cares too much what people think about her. You ever notice how she flutters about, fiddling with her dress, tugging and pulling? I swear she does it for attention. It's disgraceful, a married woman behaving that way.
I don't think she means anything by it.
Oh, she does. You should have seen her in school. When the boys would come around, she'd perk all up with bubbly smiles. Oh, it made my tea think how sweet she was. No, that woman is a phony. Was then, is now.
Really hurt.
Or was it something a little more personal?
Oh, you know, look, Mabel, go on your boat ride for all I care. I'm not in the least bit interested, honest.
I may stop by tomorrow. I just love watching men sweat, don't you?
Mabel, please. Aren't you afraid of scaring you?
No.
You're impossible.
Oh, no. I'm delightful.
Really, there's nothing to say. I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you do. You just don't want to talk about it.
Really, there's no problems at all.
Mariam, you can't keep it inside. Now, if you won't tell Sebastian, I will.
I'm not feeling well. I apologize. I'm too upset to sit any longer. I'm sorry.
Sweet, sweet morning.
Right you are.
Oh, wait. Whoa, I'm dizzy.
Oh, here, sit down.
Oh, my head is swirling.
Here.
Look how you go on about things, Mabel. Every day is a milestone. And besides, I don't even know that what you're telling this is true.
All my stories are true. Aren't they, Mariam?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, what's she going to call you a liar?
I've never given a reason to, have you?
Now that's enough, lady.
Children to be silenced.
Now let me intervene for a moment. Harriet, what is it that you're afraid of her saying?
She knows. Ask her.
Maybe what's she concerned about?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Somebody help me here. Hey, Harriet.
It was Eugenie's last performance.
Well, what's the problem with that?
He ruptured his appendix and died 5 days later in the hospital.
That's enough, Richard. There'll be no more talk of death in this house.
All right, Harriet.
No.
Let's talk about it.
No, there will only be happy thoughts. Do you hear me? I won't have any more talk of death. Do you understand?
Yes, we hear you. We're going to change the subject now.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I really am.
One of the Boy Scouts spooked, jumped up and ran to a patch of trees, but took a short burst in the back. Watching him fall, I lost my mind, crawled on my belly to his side. Wasn't sure if he was dead or not. But I got on one knee and threw him over my shoulder and started back to the others. I wasn't sure what hit me. Suddenly I was spinning in the air and, well, the next thing I saw were two beautiful eyes staring down at me.
On the matter of polygamy, I've never met a man who satisfied me, let alone worthy enough of pleasing several women at the same time. Could we, please change the subject?
That's a very good idea. Maybe I could have said it better myself.
Did you hear Ezra Pound's been arrested? I just read it in the newspaper recently.
No, what were the charges?
I heard it. It's not worth mentioning.
What, did they discover him drunk and in divorce with several women?
You've got to promise me that whenever you smell the sweet cherry blossoms carried on the wind, you'll hear me whispering in your ear how you were the love of my life, and how our baby son and I will be waiting on the other side. Can you promise me that, Mariam Jablonski?
Oh, God, Dad, I can't. I promise never to forget you, Morgan. Just please go home with me.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this day, this beautiful day that we've had to work and pray in our prayers. We ask that you bless this food we are about to receive and open our hearts to your love. No, 1848.
Right, and you tell him what they were.
They were polygamous.
I believe what I first read on the page, and I believe everything that's come off the page. You know, I've had a lot of experience here. I've had 30 years of experience here, and so it's not just me being hopeful. This is based on my experience that we have a strong vehicle that I mean, when you came in, you saw just what we've created here. And what they do in real time with their bodies, their tools on stage, is just going to be a compliment to everything else here.
Frankly, on the matter of polygamy, I've never met a man who satisfied me, let alone worthy enough of pleasing several women at the same time. Could we, please change the subject?
That's a very good idea. Maybe I couldn't have said it better myself.
Did you hear Ezra Pound's been arrested? I just read it in the newspaper recently.
No, what were the charges?
I heard it. It's not worth mentioning.
What, did they discover him drunk and in divorce with several women?
Hardly.
Morgan had been home on leave. Oh, he looked so handsome. And he had a sparkle of pride in his eyes I hadn't seen in a very long time. At last, his life was part of something larger than himself. And he was leaving behind a past that made him feel lesser of a man. Oh, you should have seen him there standing all tall and proud.
Block your ears.
fucking good script. And a wonderful performer himself. What was it about this script that grabbed me? Because it wasn't just me. I heard these kinds of stories from almost everyone that I talked to in the cast or associated with the production of this. Somehow this brings up very personal reminiscences, and it doesn't have to be about war. This is a family here. I think Wayne Erreca has done justice to the American family with his play.